Okay, hello guys, how are you? Okay, so right now I would like all of you to focus on language register. Yes. Okay, it is a big point in chapter 13 in Apply Linguistic book. Okay, and chapter 13 describing the situational characteristic of register and genres. Okay, and for genre I have taught already in the video clip, so you can go to my YouTube and watch the video about genre and subgenre. Okay, so right now I'm doing register. Okay, yes, register. What is register? Okay, in a language. Okay, so before we go deeper into this one, you have to answer, or you have to raise up these three questions for yourself in advance. Okay, so that you know the importance of it and you know how to use it in a very appropriate way or manner. Okay, so what is register in linguistic? Number one, do we use the same type of language every time? Okay, so you have to ask yourself. Completely no, right? Absolutely no, right? Yes. We cannot use the same type of language for every time. No. Do we use the same type of language in every situation? No. Different situation we use different language, right? Okay. Do we use the same type of language with everybody in the society? No, right? Different people use different type of language accordingly. Okay. Like we are speaking to our friends, like we are speaking to the manager in a big company, international company, yes. Like we are speaking to the prime minister in parliament, for example, yes. So we use different type of language with different type of people, yes, with everybody in the society. Okay, so yes, when you ask these three questions to yourself and to others, then you're gonna know the importance of register, yes, in linguistic. Okay, we vary our language from one situation to another. Okay, so we use different language in different situation. Okay, so we cannot use the same language in different situation or in different context. Okay, so in linguistic, the register is defined as the way a speaker uses language differently in different circumstances. Yes, in linguistic, the register is defined as the way, yes, it is defined as the way a speaker uses language differently in different circumstances. Yes, this is called register. Okay, think about the words you choose, your tone of voice, even your body language, your appearance as well. You probably behave very differently chatting with a friend than you would at a formal dinner party or during a job interview. Yes, the way you chat, the way you wear clothes, the way you use body language, the type of the language you use, yes, must be different in different situation. Like in the situation that you speaking or you talking to your friend, yes. Like in the situation that you have a formal dinner party with your superior managers, yes, or in a situation where you are having interview with the manager of a big organization. Okay, yes, this variation in formality, so we refer to the level of formality. Okay, also called stylistic variation, yes, are known as register in linguistics. Okay. Okay, so right now look at the variation. Such variation is determined by factor S. Yes, so these are the factors that can define which variation it fall within. It is social occasion, or it is a, yes, the first one is social occasion, the second one context. In what context? Okay, purpose, what is the purpose, and audience. Okay, so these are the four factors, yes, that define the register we use in a language. Okay, language register. Describe the various styles of language available for writing or speaking. Okay, language register describe the various styles of language available for writing or speaking. Language is classified into 5 categories called language register. Okay, so we have 5 kinds of language register. The first one frozen, the second one formal, the third one consultative, the fourth one casual, and the last one, the fifth one, intimate. Okay, we determine which register to use based on who is in our audience. I mean, who is the listener? You have to know about this. Who is your listener? What our topic is. So what is the topic that you're gonna talk about? You have to know it. And the purpose of your communication. And then the purpose. Why you need to do a communication with this guy, with this audience. You have to know the purpose. Okay? So when you can define all of this, you will know which kind of register you should use in communication. Okay. It is important to use the appropriate language register so we do not offend others. Okay, so when you use appropriate language register, okay, when you use appropriate language register, and then there is no arrogance, there is no arrogance, or there is no too much obedience to our partners. Okay, yes. So before you talk to somebody, you have to think about that guy. Okay, who is he? Okay, he's a manager, he is a farmer, he is an engineer, he is a doctor, he is a prime minister, he is a minister. You have to know about him. Okay, and then you have to know about the topic. What topic you're going to talk about? What is the content of the communication you will talk about with your partner, with your audience? And then you have to know about your purpose, why you need to do it, why you need to do a communication with this audience. Okay, so when you know of this, you can choose appropriate language register. And when you can choose appropriate language register, there is no too much obedience, there is no too much arrogance. Yes. Okay, universal rule. A person can go from one register to the next register without any conflict. Okay. Yes. So you have to be flexible. So you can change from one register to another without any conflicts. Yes, you can go smoothly. Yes. Register are used in all forms of communication, including written and spoken. Depending on grammar, syntax, and tone, the register may be extremely rigid or very intimate, or very intimate. Rigid or very intimate. Yes. Depending on grammar, depending on syntax, depending on the tone. Yes. Okay, so here types of linguistic register. Some linguists say there are just two types of register. Yes, formal and informal. Yes, one formal and another one is informal. This isn't incorrect, but it is a oversimplification. Yes, it is just oversimplification only. Instead, most who study language say there are 5 distinct registers. Yes, there are 5 registers. Okay, the first one we call frozen. Okay, this form is sometimes called the static register. Static means stable, don't change. Yes, static register, because it refers to historic language or communication that is intended to remain unchanged. Yes, remain unchanged, like a constitution or prayer. Yes, you see, in the constitution we rarely, very rarely make amendment to any article in the constitution, you see. So it's a kind of unchanged language. Prayer the same. When you use prayer for lawyer, yes, to take the oath into office, yes, they never change. The same prayer. Example, the Bible. Yes, the Bible never change, right? Yes, same language. So this one we call frozen, register as frozen. The United States Constitution, yes, the Constitution. The Bhagavad Gita, Romeo and Juliet. Okay, like the story called Romeo and Juliet. Yes, the language the same. We never change to the modern language. No, the same. Yes, this is called frozen register. Okay, frozen. Pledge of Allegiance. Yes, Pledge of Allegiance. Lord's Prayer. Brimable to Constitution. Yes. Like the lawyer, before you come to work in the office, you have to take the oath. Okay. Yes. Language that remain fixed and changed. It is frozen in time. We call frozen. Yes. ចឹងបើយើងបញ្យល់ជាភាសាខ្មែរកន្លែងហ្នឹង frozen មានន័យថាដែលរឹងត្អឹងដែលអត់ផ្លាស់ប្ដូរណាដែល static បាទចឹងភាសាដូចជាភាសានៅក្នុងធម្មនុញ្ញគឺច្បាប់ដែលគេតាក់តែងឡើងមកមិនអញ្ចឹងមិនអាចកែអក្សរមិនអាចកែសម្រួលនៃឲ្យស្រួលស្ដាប់នៃឲ្យពិបាកស្មុគស្មាញ no មិនអាចទេគេសេដាក់ថាម៉េចគឺត្រូវតែទៅសេអញ្ចឹងវិញនិយាយអញ្ចឹងដដែលទៅតាមមាត្រាមួយនៅក្នុងធម្មនុញ្ញហ្នឹងរដ្ឋធម្មនុញ្ញហ្នឹងបាទការស្បត់ចូលកាន់តំណែងរបស់មេធាវីឬក៏ចៅក្រមជាដើមគឺសម្បត្តិដដែលណាគេមានជាសម្បត្តិសម្រាប់ឲ្យអ្នកដែលមានអាជីពទាំងហ្នឹងធ្វើសម្បត្តិមុនចូលកាន់មុខតំណែងបាទដូចគ្នាមិនអាចដូរទេតែមេធាវីគេស្បត់មិនស្បត់យ៉ាងចៅក្រមស្បត់មិនស្បត់យ៉ាងមិនអាចដូរតែនេះស្បត់ចេះតែនោះស្បត់ចេះអត់ទេចៅក្រមមិនគឺស្បត់ដូចគ្នាណាបាទធានាធិបតីស្បត់មុនចូលកាន់តំណែងស្បត់យ៉ាងម៉េចគឺស្បត់អញ្ចឹងដូចគ្នាបាទ Okay, this is example of frozen register. Pledge of Allegiance. words to a song បាទដូចជា anthem បាទចម្រៀងតំណាងប្រទេសតំណាងជាតិសាសន៍ anthem ដូចជាចម្រៀងបទសូមពួកទេវតាយ៉ាងហ្នឹងគេតែងមកមិនគឺអញ្ចឹងមិនអាចដូរមិនអាចកែសម្រួលបានទេ poetry prayer law ជាដើមបាទហ្នឹងគេហៅពពួក frozen register ណាតែកំណើតគេតែងមិនមកអញ្ចឹងមិនអាចដូរបានទេច្បាប់ក៏អញ្ចឹងដែរបាទ Okay, the second kind of register we call formal. Okay, less rigid but still constrained បាទវាមិនរឹងអឹងដូចអាមុនពេកទេដូចអា frozen ពេកទេប៉ុន្តែនៅតែមានការកំហិតមួយតឹងរឹងគ្រាន់បើដដែលណា still constrained. The formal register is used in professional, academic or legal setting where communication is expected to be respectful, uninterrupted and restrained. បាទចឹងនៅក្នុង informal context register as formal, slang is never used. Okay, the writer never use slang, and contraction are rare. And in contraction we rarely see. We hardly see. Okay, យើងស្ទើរតែមិនដែលឃើញបាទ example a TED talk, a business presentation បាទ the Encyclopedia Britannica Gray's Anatomy by Henry Gray បាទទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងគឺយើងហៅថា formal business presentation អីហ្នឹងយើងឡើងធ្វើបទបង្ហាញជំនាញខាងជំនួញណា business បាទ Okay ចឹង formal វាមានដូចជា interview ពេលយើងចូល interview ហ្នឹងក៏គេមាន register សម្រាប់ interview ដែរណាមិនមែនចេះតែនិយាយបណ្ណាទេគេមានការណែនាំខ្លួនគេមានពីការសួរពីគំនិតយោបល់យើងចំពោះអង្គភាពគេជាដើមបាទគេមានរបៀបគេសួរណា academic language in classroom បាទដូចជា lecture ការបង្រៀនគេមាន register ណានិយាយមកដឹងថាគ្រូស្ដាប់មកដឹងថាគាត់ជាគ្រូមកគាត់ពយល់គាត់និយាយចឹងណា instruction ការបង្ហាត់បង្រៀននឹង lesson ការបង្ហាត់មេរៀនតូចៗជាដើម public speaking ការនិយាយជាសាធារណៈជាដើមណាអាហ្នឹងគឺនៅក្នុង formal Okay ចឹង example of formal register មាន presentation academic paper ការសរសេររបាយការណ៍ report writing thesis writing ហ្នឹងគឺគេមាន register របស់គេណា essay in school essay writing yes you have how many kind of essay yes okay so in each essay you have to follow the rule for example argumentative essay you have to have at least 4 paragraphs in an essay because you have one paragraph called we call what counter-argument essay okay we have one more paragraph generally we can say there are at least three paragraphs in one essay okay but for argumentative essay there are at least 4 paragraphs you see so it has different style and different register okay use at work school and business okay essay use at work use in business use at school yes interview TAKS yes these are called formal register the register using this is formal okay okay another kind of register we call consultative it comes from the word consultation to consult okay consultative people use the register often in conversation when they are speaking with someone who has specialized knowledge or who is offering advice. Okay, like we are speaking to a doctor, to a lawyer, yes, to an engineer, yes. Tone is often respectful, use of courtesy title. Okay. Tone is often respectful, yes. The way you inject the tone out, yes. It seems like we giving respect to that guy. Okay, like look doctor trên tờ nà đá bà look look doctor ta nhom ai khô cà phê bàn tế rồi bị nhằm tham năng bà. The tone express respectfulness. And then we use courtesy title. Courtesy title means look doctor, look visvakor, look ai nang ba. But maybe more casual if the relationship is long-standing or friendly, a family doctor. ប៉ុន្តែយើងនិយាយមួយ doctor មកប៉ុន្តែគាត់ជាបងប្អូនយើងបងប្អូនប្រការឬបងប្អូនជាដូនមួយអីការសម្ដែងនៃការគួរសម respectful ណាស់ហ្នឹងគឺមិនសូវមានទេណាដូចសំអាងលើថាបងប្អូនយល់គ្នាអញ្ចឹងបាទហើយ courtesy title ក៏មិនចាំបាច់ប្រើញឹកញាប់ឬប្រើដែរមិនចាំបាច់ថាលោក doctor ទេយើងអាចហៅឈ្មោះក៏បានគាត់ doctor មែនតែគាត់ប្អូនប្រុសយើងប្អូនស្រីយើងបងប្រុសយើងបងអីមែនបងស្រីយើងណាចឹងយើងហៅឈ្មោះតែម្ដងទៅសួរគាត់ចេះចុះពីរោគវិនិច្ឆ័យតែម្ដងទៅក៏បានដែរមិនចាំបាច់លោក doctor អាយដាម doctor អីមកទេបាទ Slang is sometimes used បាទ So with these people sometimes slang can be used. People may pause or interrupt one another. Yes. So they can interrupt each other sometimes. Yes. And sometimes they may pause to think about something else. Yes. Okay. Example, the local TV news broadcast an annual physical service provider like a plumber. But ចឹងពួកជាអ្នកជំនាញណាជាអ្នក specialize ចឹងយើងប្រើពាក្យពេចន៍អីទៅតាមហ្នឹងបាទអាហ្នឹង register ដែលយើងប្រើមួយគាត់ហ្នឹងគឺយើងហៅ register ហ្នឹងថាជាពួក consultative ណា register ដែលបង្ហាញពីការសុំសួរយោបល់សុំសួរគំនិតបាទ Okay, consultative talking to a boss, supervisor, a teacher, lawyer, doctor, counselor បាទ asking for assistance used to ask and answer question បាទសូមឆ្លើយលោកគ្រូចម្លើយលំហាត់ទី14គឺមានកម្ពស់ភ្នំនោះមានកម្ពស់ 2500 ម៉ែត្រឧទាហរណ៍ណាហើយសូមប្រើពាក្យសូមឆ្លើយបាទសូមគោរពលោកគ្រូបាទសូមអរគុណលោកគ្រូបាទគឺយើងប្រើ register បែប consultative Okay, consultative register, two-way communication used in conversation. No past experience with that person. But you mean two-way communication, go back and forth. Okay. No past experience with that person. But the way you มันមានបទពិសោធន៍มันមានទោះបីអ្នកជំនាញនឹងគាត់មិនមានបទពិសោធន៍មិនមានអីក៏យើងត្រូវតែគោរពទៅតាម title ទៅតាមតំណែងទៅតាមឋានៈរបស់គាត់ដែរបាទ Okay, casual មានន័យធម្មតាណាអញ្ចឹង this is the fourth one. This is the register people use when they are with friends, close acquaintances and co-workers and family បាទ So this register we use with our relative or our sibling, okay, member in the family. So we use register as a casual. It's probably the one you think of when you consider how you talk with other people, often in a group setting. In a group setting, we're talking to our brothers or sisters, yes, or to our parents, yes, group of people. Use of slang, contraction, and vernacular grammar is all common, yes. And people may also use expletive or off-color language in some setting. Okay. So when you have communication, or when you are speaking to your relative, sibling, or parents, yes, or neighbors, yes, you see, sometimes you use expletive or off-color language, yes. Example, a birthday party, marriage ceremony, yes. Like when you are talking in your birthday party, in your marriage ceremony, yes, to your relative, to your guests, yes, called casual. Okay, casual talking with friends and peers. Slang is used, yes. Example of casual register slang, talking with friend, personal letter to a friend ជាដើមអាហ្នឹងជាយើងប្រើពួក casual register ណាពាក្យធម្មតាពាក្យស្រួលៗពាក្យចិត្តស្និទ្ធ intimate មានន័យថាការរួមសង្វាស់មានន័យថាបង្ហាញពីភាពស្រឡាញ់ដូចជាពុកមួយកូនឪពុកម្ដាយមួយកូនឬក៏ប្តីប្រពន្ធណាហ្នឹងបែប intimate linguists say this register is reserved for special occasion, usually between only two people and often in private. Yes. Intimate language may be something as simple as an inside joke between two colleague friends, or a word whispered in a lover's ear. Yes. ចឹង intimate នេះជាពាក្យពេចន៍យើងប្រើជាមួយគូសង្សារយើងដៃគូប្តីប្រពន្ធយើងណាយើងសឹកនិយាយមិនក៏បានដែរប្តីប្រពន្ធយល់ចិត្តគ្នាទៅនិយាយក្នុងលក្ខណៈស្និទ្ធស្នាលស្រឡាញ់ take care គ្នាទៅវិញទៅមកណាអាហ្នឹងគឺយើងប្រើ register បែប intimate. Okay, intimate register can be in private communication, reserved for close family members or intimate people, communication between a pair, yes, husband and wife, parent and child, yes. Okay, thank you. And then this is the end of register. And if the watcher watch the video for the first time and still not understand, don't worry. You can try one more time, two more times, three more times, until you can understand everything. Okay. And you have something to share with me, yes, or to ask me some question related to this video, you can ask me through group Telegram, or you can drop down any comment in my YouTube. Yes, this video I will post in my YouTube Pon Pokun. Okay, thank you so much. Good luck everyone, good luck.